Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're focusing on something really vital for homeowners, especially right here in Fairlawn, New Jersey, and, the surrounding Bergen County area.
That's right. We're
Wow.
talking about your gutter system.
Exactly. And we've been looking at info from AvantGarde Construction, they're a local service provider, to kind of pull out the key things you need to know.
Mm-hmm.
The mission here is pretty simple. Understand what matters for protecting your home from water damage, specifically around here.
Yeah, and it's easy to overlook gutters, but they are like your home's first line of defense against water. It's really a whole system working together.
Right, you've got the gutters themselves, obviously channeling the rain away.
And then the fascia, that board along the roof edge. It protects that edge and supports the gutters.
Okay.
And the soffits underneath, they're key for attic ventilation. They all have a job to do.
And if they don't do their job, that's where the problems start, especially for us here in Bergen County.
Oh, absolutely. You can get soil erosion near your foundation, siding damage, even basement flooding, which is just awful.
Nightmare scenario. And it impacts landscaping too, right? Plus attic ventilation affects energy use, and we definitely get ice dams in winter.
Yep, prevents those too. And it all ties back to protecting your roof structure overall. It's good AvantGarde's been tackling this locally since, 2010?
Yeah, about that long. So let's talk services. What keeps this system working? Installation is obviously key if you need new ones.
Definitely. And AvantGarde does something interesting. Custom-formed seamless gutters.
Seamless. So one long piece.
Exactly. They actually fabricate it right there at your house, on-site, so it fits perfectly.
Ah, okay.
And fewer seams means, well, fewer places for leaks to start down the road. Big plus.
Makes sense.
You
And it's
can-
not just the seamless part, is it? They look at sizing.
Yeah, they calculate the capacity needed based on your roof size and, our typical Jersey rainfall, plus putting downspouts in the right spots
Right, getting the water away from the house.
and making sure they're pitched correctly so the water actually flows, not just sits there and securely attached, obviously.
And they make sure it integrates with the roof and fascia properly, plus color matching.
Yeah, so it looks right, too. Now, if you already have gutters, repairs are often needed.
Like leaks, drips, sagging gutters.
All of that. Fixing leaks, separated seams, reattaching loose sections, correcting that pitch if it's wrong, clearing clogs, replacing damaged bits.
And they try to find the cause, not just patch it up.
That's the focus, yeah. A lasting fix.
Okay, and what about just basic maintenance? Cleaning.
So important. Getting all the leaves and gunk out, flushing the downspouts.
Mm-hmm.
They usually inspect for damage while they're up there, too. Maybe suggest preventative steps. It's like a checkup for your gutters. Helps them last longer.
Good point. And for less cleaning, there are those guard things.
Gutter protection systems, yeah. Mesh guards, solid covers, foam inserts, different types.
Which one's best?
Well, it depends. How many trees you have, the kind of debris, your budget. They help you figure out what makes sense for your specific house.
Got it. And we mentioned fascia and soffits earlier. They handle those too.
Yes. For fascia, installing new boards or repairing old ones, using rot-resistant materials is key there.
Because it supports the gutter and protects the roof edge.
Right. And soffit work is about attic ventilation, mainly. Installing or repairing those panels, often vented ones, to keep air flowing and pests out.
Lots of components. What about materials? For the gutters themselves.
Aluminum is probably the most common around here. Lightweight, doesn't rust, lots of colors.
Okay.
Copper's an option too, more premium, gets that greenish patina over time, looks very distinctive.
Fancy.
And steel is really durable, good for heavy snow or rain areas.
And styles. Are they all the same shape?
Mostly you see case style, looks a bit like crown molding.
Uh-huh.
Half round is more traditional, you see it on older homes sometimes. And there are custom shapes too. Even downspouts, very rectangular, round, decorative rain chains.
Rain chains. Okay. And fascia soffit materials.
Often aluminum or vinyl, low maintenance, which is nice.
Yeah.
Wood is traditional but needs upkeep. Fiber cement is another durable option.
So lots of choices. Why focus on a company like AvantGarde, especially for folks in Fairlawn or, say, Glenrock, Ridgewood, Hawthorne?
Well, their local knowledge is a big one. They understand Bergen County weather.
Right. The freeze-thaw cycles, heavy rain.
Exactly. And that custom seamless fabrication on-site, that's a real advantage for a better fit, fewer leaks.
We talked about their focus on proper sizing and pitch, too.
And making sure it all works with your roof. Plus, the basics, using good materials, being licensed and insured.
Important stuff. Free quotes.
Yep, free inspections and quotes. They handle permits, offer warranties. They seem focused on protecting your property during the job and cleaning up after.
Good to know. And they cover a pretty wide area in Bergen County. Fair Lawn, Patterson, Saddlebrook, Garfield.
Yeah, quite a few towns. Places like Midland Park, Maywood, Prospect Park, too. They list zip codes like 07410, 07508, 07450, and others.
Okay, so for listeners, how do you know if your gutters need help? What are the signs?
Obvious one. Overflowing gutters when it rains hard.
Yeah, I see that sometimes.
Or visible sagging, pulling away from the house. Water stains on your siding, down near the foundation. Big red flag.
What about the wood trim?
Peeling paint or actual rot on the fascia boards, definitely. Pests getting into the soffits, that's another sign.
Uh-huh.
Poor attic ventilation could be related. Erosion around your foundation, basement dampness, even those ice dams in winter, all potential signs.
Okay, quite a list. So if you see some of that, what's their process?
Starts with that free assessment. They come out, take a thorough look.
Okay.
Then they give you honest recommendations, what they think needs doing, or maybe doesn't.
No pressure, hopefully.
Seems that way.
Okay.
Then a detailed estimate, clear pricing. If you go ahead, their team does the installation or repair.
And a final check.
Final inspection, yeah. Make sure it's all done right.
Makes sense. It really sounds like staying on top of your gutters is just smart homeownership, especially around here.
Absolutely. It's preventative maintenance that can save you a lot of money and hassle compared to fixing water damage later.
So if you're listening in Fair Lawn or any of those nearby Bergen County towns and you've noticed some of those signs or just want things checked out,
Yeah, getting a professional look is probably a good idea.
AvantGarde Construction